The same way you take care of your physical body and your muscles, the same way you should be taking care of your financial health and cash flow. The P2P lending market represents a great opportunity for you to make an investment and to improve your monthly cash flow. So in today's video I'm gonna present you the largest P2P lending company in Europe, Mintos. And at the end of this video you will know who stands behind this company, how long is the track record of this company, how much you can earn for this company, how to adjust your auto invest settings, how to control your earnings. Let's start by who is Mintos and how was the company created. By the way, if you don't know what crowd lending or P2P lending is, I suggest you watching my previous video. So Mintos was founded in 2014 and it started operating in 2015. The company is located in Latvia, in Riga. And first, let's look who is staying behind this company. Mintos has a team of 200 people. But of course the most important person that we have to look at is Martin Sulte, who is CEO and co-founder of the company. A quick look at his LinkedIn profile shows that he has been before Mintos associate in SEB Investment Banking and also consultant at Ernst & Young. When we look at his education, we see that he has a Master of Business Administration MBA in INSET, which sounds really impressive. Besides the co-workers, there is another group of people whose names you should know in association with Mintos. Those are the people whose capitals stand behind the company. We have Maris Case, then Aigars Kesenfolds. By the way, all of those names can be found on their page. Kristaps Ozos and Albers Paul. And it is important to know that those persons are also co-owners of some of the main loan originators on Mintos. You may take this information in consideration when managing your auto investment strategy and choosing in whose loan to invest. Now that we know who stands behind Mintos, let's look at the numbers and take a look at their financial report from 2018. As you can see, since 2017 and in 2018 the company has been profitable, which is a good sign because for every fintech company it's important to be profitable in order that we are secured and we know that the company will maintain their business. Now let's look at the investors, the next numbers. Who is investing in Mintos? How many money are invested there? More than 5 billion euro are invested. To the question, is Mintos a financial scam or a pyramid? I believe actually it could be, of course, but I believe it's not a pyramid or financial scam, or if it does, it means it's a very well covered scam. Now that we know who is Mintos and who stands behind this company and we know the numbers, let's take a look how can we register at Mintos and start investing and earning passive income every month. The registration process at Mintos is very easy. It really just takes a few minutes. You have to go to their website, press on create new account and then just enter your email address and all the data that is required. You will also be asked to give you a copy of your ID card, which is part of your identification process, just like in the banks. The next thing you'll need to do is to transfer money into your account. Here you can choose between 8 currencies. And then you have 2 methods. One of them is bank transfer and the second is choose some e-money service provider like TransferWise, or you can just use the free service of Revolut. There is one more way to boost your income and to improve your return on investment, at least for the first 90 days of your registering. So if you are a new user at Mintos, you can use my affiliate link in the description below. And this will boost your return on investment with 1% for the first 90 days. But first, make sure that you have done all of the research that I have described. And it's important to make your registration once you have decided that you invest on Mintos, because the affiliate link will last 90 days after your registration. So make sure that you register and start investing right away. We have registered, we have made our first deposit. Now it's time to adjust our auto invest strategy. So there are three ways to invest in Mintos. First of them is manual investing, the second is invest and access product, and the third way is auto invest. I don't suggest you using the invest and access product because I'm not satisfied with this, and I would show you the auto invest strategies that I use. When you type in the investment menu, then you have the investing dashboard. Here you see the three options that I have already mentioned, invest and access. Why I don't like this product is because the company is choosing to diversify between all of the loans, and sometimes it invests your money in loans that you wouldn't prefer. Then we have the manual investing, but this one is time demanding, and this is why I suggest you using auto invest strategy. Now here you see my auto invest strategies. As you can see, I have divided them in four actually strategies. The first one is A strategy, where I invest only in A loans. Then we have B and B plus strategy. Then we have two loan originators which are more risky, and I have made for them special auto invest strategies. As you can see, I have stopped my last strategy, which is Sun Finance, and I will come back to this later. Now I'm gonna show you how I create my auto invest strategies. I always type on create a strategy and then custom strategy. Here you see many options you can choose from. First I choose the rating to be just A for my first strategy. Then I choose the buyback guarantee of the loans to be only loans with buyback guarantee. Then I click on the loan originator and see the details about him. There are 2 points you have to be very careful with them. One of them is if the loan originator is paying for the delayed payments. If you are receiving an interest payment for the delayed payments, and make sure to choose only loan originators where the option is yes. The next point you have to see is the grace period. Some of the loan originators have very long grace periods, and this means you will not receive any interest for those days. My tolerance for the grace period is 5 days. If it's more than 5 days, I don't select the loan originator. By the way, if you don't want to click the loan originators one by one, you can just scroll down the page, go to loan originators, and then you'll have all the loan originators with their details displayed on one place. The final steps you need to do to finalize your auto invest strategy is to choose the interest rate that you want. For example, here I choose 12%. Then you have to choose the remaining terms that you want. I always choose to invest in loans from 0 to 3 months. This means mainly short-term loans and personal loans, because I want to be able to escape from my investment in 3 months plus 60 days for the buyback guarantee to step in. So this means I can exit from my investment in theoretically in 5 months. Then you choose the strategy name. Here I type strategy 1. Do you want to reinvest? I always choose yes, because I want to reinvest my money. Then the portfolio size and investment in one loan. I always do it to be maximum 25 euro in order to be sure that the portfolio is well diversified. And I always choose to diversify across loan originators. Then you just have to click I accept the terms and then save and activate. But now let's get back to my investment strategies. As you can see, I demand different interest rates for A loans and different interest rates for B and B plus loans, which is 19%. All of those percents I decide when I check the primary market, and I adjust my auto invest strategies twice a month. But during this COVID downbreak situation, I had to adjust it every week because it was very dynamic. And then I have Cashwagon, different strategy for this loan originators, which is more risky one, but the return on investment is 25%. And then we come to the last strategy that I have, Sun Finance. I already told you that I stopped this strategy, and the reason is that I don't invest anymore in loans from loan originators who are in mutual ownership with Mintos. I want to avoid this conflict of interest and not to get in those risks. I already had this situation with Monego, and this is why I stopped investing in Finco, Finterra and Sun Finance. Using this auto investment strategy, I was able to make a return on investment of almost 14% since the beginning of this year. And this happened even during the coronavirus downbreak, and even with the fact that almost 6% of my portfolio was stacked in the Monego and practically didn't bring me any return. You can see the exact numbers and the calculation in this calculator on the left side, and I'll post a link for this so that you can use it, not only for your Mintos investment, but it's suitable for any investment to calculate the internal rate of return. Make sure to subscribe to my P2P monthly updates so that you can follow my investment strategy and how I adjust it with the time. Thank you guys for watching my video. I will upload one video every week, so you can subscribe to my channel to stay updated with the new content.